Beetle Access Temple Shadow. At least we had the same seed this time. Miguel's last race, they started out with first they started off with somebody else's seed. I think it was Ginger seed from and then they had different seeds, so that we had to start over like 2 or 3 times. It was kind of a disaster.
And Miguel also crashed multiple times.
Yes.
Unfortunately, decided to forfeit based on that.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what to make of that hash. Nothing's really jumping out at me as particularly trolly in a superstitious way.
Alright, well, for those of you who haven't seen a Metroid Prime randomizer race before, the first trick both runners are going to be doing is called Space Trick First. It's a dash off of a scan point above the door to get onto this ledge and get an item a lot earlier than the game normally intends you to. Though this time it's just an energy tank, so it's not that useful.
Okay. For some reason, I had to refresh my commentary stream. It was a bit delayed, but I think we're good now.
What our runners wanted to see was either missiles or morph ball with missiles behind the ship. But because that would have opened up several locations immediately, but instead they're just going to have to go to Hive Totem.
Yeah, and then backtrack all the way to Talon to get their artifact hints.
Did either of the runners look behind the ship? I didn't see.
I didn't see either. And apparently Miguel is not in the SRL, so won't be able to get an official time on him. And now we're making our way into Chozo. Oh, I disconnected. Hold on 1 second.
Well, Miguel's timer's still moving, so he might have crashed.
Actually, hold on, I need to log back into SRL.
Well, we have an artifact on the vault ledge. Don't know what's in the road gallery. Yep, Miguel had a crash, but he is loading back in now.
For some reason I can't get into the SRL. Hold on, let me try through the login screen. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Unfortunately, Miguel is pretty far behind because of having crashed. He's going to have to run all the way back to Hive Totem. He's going to have to run all the way to Hive Totem to get his missile. And yep, that is bombs behind the ship. And Miguel's Dolphin doesn't do well with overshaders because of his computer, and unfortunately, he would have had to wait several minutes for it to launch to use precompiled shaders. So he's going to be experiencing some pretty massive slowdown for at least a little while. So now Superbros is going to have to go get what is guaranteed to be a missile in Ruined Gallery. And he crashed again. This is unfortunately very similar to what we saw happen in Miguel's last race. So if he continues having issues, he's probably either going to forfeit or maybe he will be able to reschedule for a different race with superbros, as the deadline for this round isn't till next weekend. But we'll see what happens. Oh, and we have Spider Ball here. It's crashing because of partially because of Uber shaders, partially because his computer just isn't all that great, and therefore has issues when he tries to stream at the same time as play the game. Because if he disables them, his performance goes down massively, unless he has time for precompiled shaders to load in. Or at least this is how he explained it to me when with his testing to try to avoid this exact issue from happening this race after the trouble that it gave him last time. Actually, THK Miguel already has a Wii, and he's getting a capture card for Christmas. I'd actually offered to send him one, but we agreed that we'll wait on that just in case his plan falls through. So hopefully by the time we have another one of these tournaments, he won't have to worry about this sort of issue. But he's made it into Shozo now, and is going to be able to move on from you. Space Jump and Vault is well, it's not the best spot for it to be, not the most interesting one for us to watch, but it's nice for the runners because it makes movement a lot simpler. Miguel going for a safety save here, which is smart with the issues that he's having. And yeah, thanks for making note of that, Dougal. Yep, early newborn without needing 10 E-tanks or out of bounds movement. Well, we're gonna be able to hear this great music from superbros stream for the next little while, or until he has a cutscene happen, either from an event or a save station or an elevator. Though it looks like he is opting to go see what is in Transport Tunnel B, and most likely also Artifact Temple and Crash Site, or Frigate Crash Site. Alright. Miguel is going to be able to go get his bombs, and then he's going to make his way back through Chozo and see what he can find. To check Frigate Crash Site before before the Artifact Temple, or B. You root for fusion suit is the good suit, and it's just a missile in Frigate Crash Site. Alright, Superbro is about to go get his artifact tents just as Miguel picks up his morph ball bomb. I would imagine that both of these runners will go for Root Cave without grapple or X-ray, as both of them definitely know the dash for it. Miguel saving again, smart move for him. And in just a minute, we'll be able to see how good or bad this seed is as far as artifacts go. That's Plasma Beam. Okay then. So yeah, I'd say Root Cave and Arbor Chamber would be a very good play right here. Superbro does not appear to take a look at what his artifact hints were, but we'll probably see them in a relatively short amount of time once the seed opens up a bit more. He might choose to take a safety save here, just because he's at low health, making that dash, and Miguel is choosing to compile his shaders so that he can get that performance boost. All we can hope for is that after the shaders compile, he won't have another crash happen. Oh, he might have just canceled it instead of trying to wait through that. Superbro's picking up an artifact in Transport Tunnel B. So that's 2 artifacts already. Yeah, probably not on caliber, but it's not like he really has a choice in this case. Oh, and Super Rose accidentally walking off the invisible platform. Oh, and is that Op? Ah,
Yeah,
Op has returned.
sorry about that. I'm having some technical difficulties.
Oh,
Hopefully I have that worked out now. What did I miss?
Well, Miguel crashed several times,
Oh no.
and Super Rose found Plasma and Artifact Temple,
Oh,
got Space Jump in Vaults, and picked up another artifact in Transportorno League.
okay. So Miguel, Super Bros is in a blah, blah, blah. He's in the lead. I'm guessing.
Yes, significantly.
Oh no.
For a while, Miguel was trying to run his emulator in a different mode that could be less performance or less, or yeah, I can't speak apparently, more stable, but seems like he's switching to something that has a little bit better performance. Yeah, Super Bros is having a little bit of trouble in Root Chamber.
Okay. I'm back again.
And we have Thermal Visor in Arbor Chamber.
Nice. So, just trying to assess where we are in general. Are they? So, I guess they're headed towards Charge Beam and Gathering Hall and Zoid in that general area.
Well, that's where Super Bros is headed towards. Miguel is likely going to be going back to Chozo in a minute.
Okay.
He's about to pick up his Spider Ball.
Okay. Nice. Miguel going for the DBJ to get his early Spider Ball. Very
Saves
impressive.
a good bit of time overdoing the intended way if you get it within a few tries.
Yeah. Alternative.
Good question, Ginger Dragon. All I know is the wasp died, so all is right with the world.
And just a missile in Ruin Gallery.
Yeah. And
Okay,
another missile also in Ruin Gallery.
Not sure what Super Bros is. I'm guessing he's trying to get the Ruined Fountain item. I didn't see what was in there.
Neither did I. I was looking at what was going on with Miguel.
Yeah, he's doing it in a way I've never seen before. Curious to see how this will
It's
work
a
out.
different way, but it works. It's just he's having some trouble with it. But he got it that
He
time.
gets it. And what do we got? Oosball.
Oh, boost. Okay.
So now I can go faster. It's a very good substitute for bunny hopping and sometimes R&L jumping.
Link Boyism, it's on the circular platform next to the bridge. And off, I'm hearing a little bit of echoing of my voice off of your audio stream.
Okay. Let's see if I can turn that down. 'Cause I think it's my mic picking up my headphones.
Alright. Miguel is going to get his space jump boots, as Super Bros is going to be getting his charge beam. You are right, Wrath. Stink.
And before Super Bros gets his charge beam, we're going to be checking Dynamo first, as well as top Dynamo. Get a knee tank.
And something else.
And just
A missile.
That's too bad. At least he has more health. That's always nice.
Yeah. And no one really is going to complain about missiles at this point in the game.
Yeah,
Like, sure, you'd prefer some progression items, but
yeah,
there's nothing wrong with having a missile. Miguel getting a nice little R jump there. And just gonna leave the room. Let's see what is.
just a missile.
Just a missile.
So we're never gonna have to come back.
Probably a relief for Super Bros.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to get that item.
Yeah, very hard to remember, let alone route in later during cleanup. And just a second, we'll be seeing what's at the top of Gathering Hall. It looks like a beam.
That is Wave Beam.
Ice beam. Okay.
Sorry, I misspoke. I thought I saw a little bit of electricity, but that was the white glow.
It's easy to mistake one for the other.
So now I'm thinking that Wave Beam is underneath the bowling statue.
Or Flagra.
It could be on Flagra. That was an interesting choice going for Flagra this early. It's not necessarily a bad play, but he is pretty much committing himself to a ghost fight and exiting back through the front.
Yeah, normally people would fight Zoid first and then route Flagra in on their way to Magmor. But maybe he's got something to...
Miguel checking the top of Root Cave before getting Artifact Temple. We're probably going to see Super Bros do some dashes on Flagra to get next to the bombable slots to make the play a little bit faster.
Yeah. Or just space jump over there.
Or just space jump. Both are viable options.
Miguel gets his second artifact. Sounds like we got the PAL music. I like it.
Super Bros just slightly missing the jump.
Yeah. should be pretty safe during this fight either way, since he has 3 tanks and
Yep.
normally with just like 1 tank or less, it would be a pretty scary fight because those vines do, I think, 20 damage without any suits. And
Yeah, something around that.
the Flagra swipes, they do even more.
Yeah, if you get unlucky and get multi-swiped by Flagra, you can have energy tanks disappear incredibly quickly if you don't have any suits.
Yeah. It's like Miguel's finally making his way over to Artifact Temple to check his hints. Did Super Bros check his yet? Or read his?
He picked them up, but he hasn't read them yet.
Oh, okay. And Flagra is dead.
Miguel drawing a nice little smiley face on the wall while waiting for this very long door load. Trying to dash down to the lower level, but he has his plasma. Phase on mining tunnel.
Oh no. And
Elite control access. That one's not too bad. Fiery shores, also not too bad. Findrana shorelines. Okay. So depending on the Findrana shorelines item, that could mean that we have a required superbros. Superbros getting messed up a little bit by the water physics, but it's not going to be too bad.
Okay. I apologize in advance if I keep dropping in and out. My computer is trolling me kind of hard today.
It's no issue. Miguel's game seems to have frozen.
Yeah, it could be his internet acting up.
No, his timer's still going fine.
Oh, that's right. It could have crashed. I'm not sure what it meant.
Previously when he's crashed, it's gone to a black screen, but it's quite possible that this is a different crash.
Okay.
So not getting anything worthwhile out of the flagger choice.
It's a nice infinite boost through the gate. Normally we get stuck there if you try to bomb jump over it. It's sticky on the other side for some reason.
Ooh, and now Miguel's timer is frozen as well. Okay, just popped into his stream. His timer's still running there, but his screen is black, so I believe he has had an crash.
Oh, okay. I just logged in SRL2 and doesn't look like he's forfeited.
Yeah, but I don't think he's... Is he in this SRO?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
And Super Bros is fighting Zoid.
Alright, this one.
Yeah. And
Miguel
looks like
is
Miguel's resetting.
loading back in again.
Yeah, I guess he crashed.
Hasn't given up yet, at least.
Oh no, did he save?
He saved at a point. I'm not sure what he has right now, though.
Okay.
He saved
Yes.
before getting artifact chunks.
Okay. And Super
Oh,
Bros
and
gets
wave
his wave
beam
beam.
on Zoid. All 3 beams at 30 minutes. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. Now we just need our soups. At least 2 of them. And
Miguel showing a bit more frustration this time on the wall.
yeah. I remember Super Bros fought Flagra, but I don't remember if he fought Ghosts.
He did.
Okay.
Ghost gave him an E-tank. I think he just got a missile from Flagra.
Okay.
Yes, Miguel is on Dolphin Elias.
Yeah. As you can
He
see,
does not have a capture card for his Wii at the moment. He's planning on getting one.
Yeah. So he also has a bit of lag from Dolphin, which kind of hinders his speed a bit, but I'm sure he can make up for it with his movement and routing.
Didn't see if they did Diggle. I think he might have given up on that and just set Dolphin to a different mode. This time, Miguel saving after getting Plasma and the artifact.
Yeah. Very wise to save often if you're prone to crashing.
Very much so.
In Furnace, since...
Nope.
No,
Just a missile.
okay. I thought he was trying to go for it.
Miguel seeing a missile at crash site.
Doesn't look like a missile. He's going for it.
That's an interesting method to get onto the
it's
peg. And that is X-ray.
Okay. So that'll guarantee us a fast Essence fight.
Yep. Both visors already.
And with X-ray, these Chozo ghosts are no big deal. Speed up the fights by a lot. You have to wait for them, and you get the idea.
Yep. And you can also do damage to them in more parts of their movement, because normally they are invincible during some animations for some unholy reason if you don't have X-ray.
Yeah. It's easier to stun lock them too with X-ray.
Yeah. But the stun locking is slightly less necessary. Super is checking his. Hence.
And so far, the worst one is Phazon Mining Tunnel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Miguel is going to be getting his boost ball here.
Doing it the same way Super Bros did.
Except with a dash instead of trying to R jump to that location.
Yeah.
Seemed to work pretty well for him. And Super Bros is going to be able to check both of the items that you get access to via the bowling statue.
Yeah. God, I'm hoping something
Miguel
goes
gets
on
his
the
ice beam here.
Just a missile and all of the elders. Just one more item to check.
Now, if I were Miguel in this situation, I would know that I'm definitely pretty far behind, just due to those crashes. And I would, the risky play I would probably go for is not doing Flagra. And if he does that, he will make up a solid 6 minutes or more.
Yeah. And if Super Bros doesn't find anything good here, and Miguel goes straight to Magmor, that could also put him ahead,
Well,
or at least help him catch up.
Miguel doesn't really have enough E-tanks to be able to attempt a VMR right now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they didn't have Varia. Should be somewhere around here, since having all the beams kind of leads you up here. Or worse, they could find gravity and be led into mines early and find Varia and MQB.
Yeah. And Miguel also has enough to attempt the first couple items, or the first item. Sorry, the early items of VMR, but it is pretty tight.
How many E-tanks does it take for the first VMR through, say...
It's 3, if I remember right.
Okay. And that's through...
Oh yeah, and THK mentioned it too.
Okay.
And yeah, that's through the normal Magmor entrance behind Flagra.
Super Bros checking.
Super Bros going. Yeah. Well, he can't check Life Grow without a power bomb, but he can check Great Tree Chamber, and if that has a power bomb.
Okay, just a missile. So
he might opt to do Barsk.
Yeah. Although he'd still need power bombs to get further into mines, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, that would lead to main quarry. That would lead to main quarry. So yeah, he could still check a few things there if he did that. I was thinking the back.
Well, THK, I meant to check the normal artifact spot from the elevator. It's possible to do that. And it's really tight. But yeah, no, you can't make it all the way to the drawn up there.
So I'm guessing something has to be an overgrown cavern. Because
And Miguel compiling shaders.
it's either got to be boost there or suit. Otherwise, I can't think of much else they can do at the moment. Oh, just a missile. Okay. Guess I didn't surprise them.
So I'm thinking there's something at Tower of Light.
Maybe. Apparently, Miguel.
Well, it's the only thing left for them to check that's in logic. Because I do believe they have enough missiles for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you need 36 total.
Though I don't see either of these runners going for the intended method of Tower of Light.
No, I think they both do the dash. So, even though Miguel has crashed again, at least he's saved pretty soon before he did. So,
Correct. But he unfortunately doesn't have as much knowledge about where the remaining items are.
oh. Okay. I was hoping Super Bros wouldn't get bullied by those ghosts. Usually find myself getting knocked off of standable terrain trying to get over there. And he's using the
Miguel's still
cutscene
doing it
weapon.
right and picking up that fusion suit every time that he relaunches.
And just a powerbomb expansion at well, actually,
So that
he might
powerbomb
need
expansion
that.
is very, very important.
Yeah, that's his progression. Oh. And can you still do the dashes up there if you check the cutscene?
Yeah, it changes nothing about the later stages.
Okay.
THK, you're objectively wrong. And what's the first thing you said? And yeah, you don't see too many Tower of Light.
Oh, and
This time we have
supers.
2.
Oh. Oh, so Tower of Light actually wasn't useless this time.
Yeah, the first power bomb and super missiles.
Yeah, so now I'm guessing the tree will be his first stop among any other powerbomb lap to checks. Probably.
THK, I think you mean the best looking suit.
Yeah, I think he might head to Magma Pull after that. Well, even though it's not in Logic. Do you know if they know the Magma Pull dash?
Oh yeah, both of them do know it.
Okay. Wait, did he shoot the tree?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I was looking at Miguel's screen.
Miguel, gonna go fight Zoid.
And looks like Super Bros is not going to do the Magma Pull dash. Yeah, you might want to head to
It's not in
Inverno.
Logic, that's for sure.
Yeah. Could still have something, but it's not worth the risk of failing that dash if, it's less likely to be something good.
Yep. And Miguel is going to get his wave beam. Yes, it did.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's heading back. Looks like he's heading back there now. Yeah.
So if I were Super Bros, if gravity is in Life Bro, I would be getting, or I would probably just do bar skip to get to what's probably the intended route afterwards instead of having to deal with frigate, or at least without having to deal with frigate from the front.
Yeah.
It does, THK. Because
Yeah, not finding Varia this
we only
far
have
in.
one artifact in Magmore. Well, yeah, it could be a seed that the runners don't need Varia for, though.
Yeah.
Not sure, Diggle. Not sure. Super Pro is going for one of the many ways to climb this room.
Yeah, having a bit of trouble.
It's kind of funny that for one of the few rooms in the game that's meant to be a very strict one-way, it has probably the most.
Yeah. Personally, I do it from a totally different position, but yeah.
But there's just so many ways to do it that a lot of people do it.
Yeah. I even learned another way to get up there. I saw Link scan dashing up there from one of the branches above the crash site item, and
Yep.
kind of blew me away.
So that is a particularly tricky method of doing it compared to a lot of the other methods.
Yeah. Very swaggy though.
Yep. Gil getting trolled a bit by the collision on that platform, but making it up eventually. Super Bros taking a save here.
And checking life growth.
I've always felt like that's one of the most oddly placed save stations because there is um, the ship right through the exit to that room.
You talking about near Overgrown Cavern?
Yeah,
Uh,
there is a save station at the entrance to mines. Uh, it's very possible to make it to that entrance without taking any damage because there are no really threatening enemies that actually activate before you can get there.
I imagine it's for vanilla players just wanting to save after they get Ice Beam. Just for that.
Super Rose trying to skip uh, part of Life Grove Tunnel, but just not quite getting it, and it is an energy tank. Well, 2 more chances for Life Grove Tunnel to give us something, and there's gravity.
And there's gravity. Okay, so something's got to be in Frigate. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see bar skip and backwards Frigate.
Miguel's stream has frozen. He is offline on his side. Oh, and there's grapple.
Very nice.
Okay, so that would get him access to where Thermal was.
Where was that?
Thermal was in Arbor Chamber.
Okay.
Bad THK.
It's Rose getting Life Grove tunneled, as we all do.
Suit yourself of THK. Mr. got the SRL via timeout, so I think his internet might have died.
And Superbros was going for bar skip, but just bailed on it.
He was getting a little bit too much height and wasn't going for quite the right spot.
Yeah, I'd imagine he just didn't have the confidence to keep trying for up to 5 minutes, which I can understand. Sometimes, like, if you're not consistent enough with a trick, it's best to just bail on it early and take the slower but more consistent way and potentially save time that you would have spent reattempting the trick. And personally, if I were him, I would just go into Frigate and into Mines with what he has. That's about all he can do.
Yep.
What if the go mode item is Varia? That is possible, Elias. It's happened to me before. Yeah, I got Varia at MQB and Supers.
And Fiery Shores is also a pretty easy item to get at BMR.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting you all.
Oh, no problem.
Doing reverse frigate is significantly faster doing forwards.
Yeah, you don't have to bother shooting the conduits. You go backwards.
So even if you did a full reverse frigate clear, and then just climbed press side and went to phase on that direction, it would be faster than going through it forwards.
Excuse me.
No, this is slower if you want to dip into mine. At least if you get your bar skip quickly.
Is Super Bros in slideshow mode for you?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Miguel's stream is still offline. Calvert. This is really unfortunate that Miguel is having so many technical issues.
Yeah, he seems to be plagued with those. I noticed that happening during a lot of his races.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because he's a really good runner, and it would be nice to see him shine a little bit more.
Yeah.
At least in motion form. We do have it in still picture mode.
Yeah. And Super Bro is about to get his last item in.
Just a missile.
It's just a missile.
And I think he has everything he needs to full clear mines. So
He does.
I wonder if he'll do that.
Though it is significantly more difficult without a suit.
Yeah. Although,
Looks like he's going to activate the spinner here.
Yeah. Some people call it bar skip skip.
Yep.
One of my personal favorite tricks in the game.
One of the most skillful tricks any runner can attempt.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that is true, GHK. Though if he gets like 10 to 11 tanks, it's possible. Oh yeah, you're right, Elias. Timtix has been done RTA. I'm 90% sure of that. But yeah, it's but you have like it's like almost frame perfect. I'm pretty sure, like repeatedly frame perfect.
No.
Not really plausible for him to go for it.
This jump Super Bros was trying to do, is that just an R jump or is it combined with a slope jump? I've never been too sure about that.
It's just an R jump, I believe. He just
Okay.
didn't quite know the right. It's just a slope jump. Sorry, I mixed it up.
Oh, slope jump.
Yeah, the R jump actually keeps the momentum and makes you slide off it most of the time.
Okay, I can never find the slope for that. Is it possibly the slope that's like Never mind. I don't know how to describe it.
It's a kind of similar jump to the one you can do as a back dash.
Okay.
So, a little bit more giving. And we see what's in main quarry. And it is. Well, Link isn't really up to Miguel. It's
I'm sure he will when he gets back. Still no sign of him in SRL. So
yeah. One more energy tank. One more. One step closer to doing TNT without phase on.
phase ice.
Superbros got a power bomb. Let's see if he knows that you can shoot through the bars to the left or the right of the force field to be able to check what is in Vanilla Flamethrower without having to burn the power bomb.
Yeah, not sure how well known
He
that is.
does. He does. Okay, and it's just a missile.
It's just a missile. So was that trick recently found, or have I just been out for so long and didn't know
Well,
about it?
a lot of people just learned about it thanks to somebody pushing about it in the randomizer did. And then there were also a lot of people who didn't realize that other people didn't know about it. Because a lot of people had, of course, had tried shooting through the force field several times in the past, and of course that doesn't work, but didn't think of the fact that maybe the all the way to the left and right.
Yeah, that never would have occurred to me either.
But it's definitely a nice oversight to have with the game, because especially if you only have a single power bomb.
Yeah.
Because it saves you from having to burn it. And it also saves you time. This is one of the nicer changes we got out of the, and it's that you don't need main power bombs to be able to free the Phazon Elite.
Yeah, normally you would have to get the central dynamo power bombs to unlock this.
Yeah, I don't remember if the actual power bombs or if it's the item central dynamo that triggers it, but it doesn't. But it's basically the same difference in vanilla.
Yeah.
And neither of those matter in the randomizer.
Yeah. It's like Superbros got a bit unlucky with the AI manip. Basically,
Okay, it is central dynamo item. Thank you, GHK.
yeah, basically you would want to circle around the elite pirates so they won't face you and start attacking you.
Yeah, because their AI is set up such that until they look at you and do an animation, they don't actually start attacking you.
Yeah.
So if you're able to prevent them from ever doing that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he missed it. He might have bumped into one of those computer terminals.
He didn't bump into one. He was just a bit too slow about it, trying to avoid messing it up.
Okay. Yeah, it helps to strafe a little bit before you start shooting. Just get a head start around him.
And that too.
I couldn't tell what that was. Behind the wall, was that a missile?
It was either a missile or a missile
Oh, okay.
case.
It must not be important.
Yeah. Superbros is going to be able to cancel his super missile mid-animation. The reason he's bringing up his scan visor like this is it resets his team a lot quicker than the normal weight.
Nicely done.
Not activating the good pirate.
Conscientious objector, Ivan.
Getting a missile, and now he's going to be able to go get an artifact. Elite research access.
Elite control access, I think.
Elite control access, thank you. Oh, there. Getting that scan. Miguel's stream is still down.
And he gets his third artifact. 3 more to go. We're halfway done. Is it possible to skip that fight from that side?
I feel like it might be, but so basically the way that the hitbox is, it's a big wall that goes up to a certain height and starts about halfway through that tank. And about a Samus and some change away from the wall and that entrance. So it might be possible, but it would be really tight. Yes, I did. Samus is a great unit of measurement, especially in this very specific case.
Okay. I'm not sure where Super Bros is going at the moment. It's like he's...
I think he wants to pick up that E-Tank.
Okay.
He might also go check what is in PCA, though not everybody knows that you can actually go and look at that without dying.
Or not. Okay, maybe just... Yeah. Maybe now he's heading up to late mines. Or lower mines, I mean. Oh, no, he isn't. Okay.
No, he's going to lower mines.
Oh, okay. I thought he was doing the trick again, even though he didn't need to.
No, he was trying to do the slightly better climb up here, but...
Oh, I see.
He's not looking at what's in Vent Shaft. I can't say I agree with that at all. Miguel, his internet dropped. Okay, he did just look at what's in Vent Shaft, but I didn't see it. Looks like something important, though, based on the fact that he is trying to farm for a power bomb from the puffers. Probably Phazon suit in that case.
Yeah, unfortunately, the drop rate from those puffers is kind of low. He has a much better chance of getting a drop in the next room he's about to enter. Central Dynamo. After this hallway right here.
I was about to say that we've already seen Flamethrower, but no, I was thinking about Dougal's race earlier, where he didn't pick up Flamethrower. Oh, another Power Bomb expansion. That's convenient. Not the best maze.
Yeah. Oh, that's really unfortunate. It's gonna take them all the way around each corner. Oh, okay. Well, sort of. Still bad, but not the worst.
He's taking a safety save.
Good choice. And apparently not going back to check vent shaft. Maybe it was
Interesting. And maybe it wasn't something important.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to tell what certain items are at a distance in the commentator stream. It's at a bit of a lower resolution and bit rate.
Superbros also just casually murdered the firing squad.
I'm surprised he's killing all those Metroids. Usually, I mean, I think I've seen him do the dash in here. He isn't going for that. Really good money bully.
It's possible.
You're breaking out a bit. And Purple's making his way into lower mines, where he should find at least something to maybe help him get his last artifact. Although it could be that Varia's down here, which would lead to Phazon being in maybe Magmore or something like that. That could be pretty bad.
I wonder if Logic expects you to have Phazon to check the item that Roche just grabbed.
I don't know. I imagine it would. I mean, since in vanilla, you're probably not expected to check under there until afterwards.
Okay, it doesn't.
Okay.
Or it does. I'd have to ask someone else.
Actually, Digglerath, you're right. I have had Phazon there too before, so I guess it is in logic. Since you're only there for like a couple of seconds.
Looks like just a missile in this room. Superbros getting a missile refill. Not unreasonable.
Yeah, might as well refill for the strat for OP.
Oh, okay, no, that was an E-tank, not a missile.
You don't want to have to spend more than 5 seconds in the phase on, so it's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I'm guessing Super Bros bent his dash there, because I've tried that dash and I've never quite been able to get it. Usually because the pirate runs over there before I can set up the dash. I'm assuming that's how he did it, right?
Can you explain what you meant?
Sorry?
Can you explain what you meant by that you just said a second ago?
Oh, I was just wondering how he did that combat dash across the Phazon pool. Um, I've seen people do it, but I've never been able to pull it off myself. So I was just wondering if you have to bend the dash, but also wait.
Okay, so you want to, yeah, you do want to bend the dash forwards a significant bit, and you also want to have, you also want to turn it into an R jump.
Oh, okay.
And then to be able to get there soon enough to have the consistent, want to either jump, bunny hop, do a couple boosts to get to the starting position. East has a pretty good video on the different methods for doing it.
Okay. And now we have Super Bros fighting Omega Pirate using using the AI manip as well as, well, it looks like he failed the AI manip, but he's also rapid firing missiles to take off his armor faster than he normally could.
And he's not choosing to do to attempt trooper skip, but he
Yeah.
got some good troopers. Ice
Yeah.
beam,
Yeah.
which is just incredibly easy to kill.
It looked like he attempted the power bomb thing, but he might have been out of
He did not.
bounds. Oh, he didn't? I thought I saw him roll over
He
there.
only had one bomb left, so I think he's leaving it for something else.
Okay.
As he's going for the 2 missile, 3 super missile method.
Yeah.
And that power bomb wouldn't be useful for that. He might be leaving it for vent shaft.
Oh
no! Getting trolled by the trooper.
At least they're more ice ones. Quickly deal with them. But they're
honestly, there's no point in bothering fighting the small troopers because the Omega Pirate will kill them all.
Yeah, with his little smash attack. Yeah, those pirates, those troopers are notorious for ruining one cycles.
Yep.
Just like that. Oh, and he appeared. I don't know. I guess he drifted too far away from his.
No, it's because the Omega Pirate had shown up in the middle pool for the last time.
Okay.
And the AI works so that he always spawns in the furthest pool away from you, as long as the furthest pool isn't last one that he spawned in which case he'll go to the second furthest pool.
So I'm guessing he just faced the same pool twice in a row.
Yep.
Okay.
Flamethrower on Omega
Flamethrower.
Pirate. I called it before the race is even
Nice.
started.
I couldn't quite tell what he wrote.
Now let's see Phazon in PCA. Come on. If it was, then this would be the best call I've ever made. No.
No. Just
So
a
my call
missile.
was half perfect.
Okay, so where could Phazon be? Where hasn't he checked yet? That's in logic.
It could be what was in Vent Shaft and he just didn't pick it up
Oh.
because he didn't have a power bomb. Or it could be in Phendrana. Yeah, Ginger's right, because they can get to Phendrana.
That's right. They still don't have Varia.
Yep.
And for those of you who don't
Superbros is
know,
choosing to climb them.
yeah. And for those of you who don't know, not all rooms in Magmore are superheated. I think only the first half of Magmore up to maybe Monitor Station. I'm not sure if that's actually no, up to Fiery Shores and then Twin Fires Tunnel, I think. I think that's about it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Caesar, but past that
No,
point, none of the rooms are
it's
heated.
yeah. Twin Fires Tunnel is the last heated room,
Okay.
or the first not heated room.
So he could
It's one or the
easily
other.
go into Far Findrana and find his other two suits. Or Phazon. Might not even need Varia at this point.
Yeah, we might see Varia in Workstation.
Possibly.
A while back, there was actually a seed where bombs were in Workstation.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Wasn't J Chalk in that race? I forget who the opponent was, but I remember him almost dying there trying to get bombs.
Racing was off the top of my head. That was J Chomsky. Okay.
Okay. Super Bros as well. Oh. Now he's checking plasma processing. Since he can get out since he has plasma beam. I forgot where I was going with that. It's one of the few checks he can still make outside of Findrana. Oh, I looked away for just a second. I couldn't tell what that was. Oh, just a missile. Thanks, Ginger. Making his way back to Workstation. On his way to Far Findrana. And I'm guessing our go mode has to be somewhere in Findrana. It's the only full area that we haven't checked yet. I mean, it could be in Magmore, but my money's on Findrana. And can somebody in chat remind me what the other 3 artifacts are? I don't remember what they were when PMT, Elite Control Access, Vendrana Shorelines, Fiery Shores. Okay, so yeah, we still got a ways to go. But we have just about everything we need to get what we need. Still there, Caesar?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
I'm just not sure what to say at this point.
Oh, that's fine. Varia on Thardis. Still may not be no. Let's see. Still holding out hope for a Varialist seed. I'm surprised they actually managed to hit that part with ice. They're usually like they just love dodging ice shots for some reason. It's kind of cathartic for me to see that. And Superbros demonstrating that you can open up that door without having bombed the wall.
This is one good content seed, isn't it?
Yes.
Super Bro is disappointing me by not going for the dash across the room. Main power bombs.
main
Well,
power.
that's useful.
Okay.
There's no reason not to grab that, especially if you have gravity suit. So even if you somehow manage to slip off of the edge there.
And just a missile and gravity chamber.
Yeah, THK, it's really hard to tell whether or not something is main power bomb, but I think Super Bros was able to distinguish. Did Super Bros check what was in quarantine monitor?
I don't think so.
Okay. There's other power bombs? Alright. Super Bros not going to be going for labs.
Yeah.
No, he is. He just forgot about it.
Yeah,
No Diggle is the best at hide and seek. I don't see how anyone can.
Oh, that's
and
a
that's
suit.
phased on, I think.
That
It didn't look yellowy enough to be Varia.
okay. So it looks like we got ourselves a Varialist.
Not sure why he's climbing the room.
He might want to. He needs to scan.
Oh,
these,
he might think that you have to scan the
tunnels.
first one, which you don't need to.
You don't? Really?
Nope, you can do it in any order.
Oh, or I thought you meant you only have to scan 2. I'm like, what?
No, you can.
Yeah, you can do it in any order. I misunderstood the question.
Alright, so Super Bros is in go mode. Well, not according to logic, but according to reality.
Yeah, let's see if he goes for the VMR. Back to Talon. He has enough E-tanks for it, so wouldn't surprise me. I don't really see too much of that. It would be nice to see.
And he can spin E-tanks. It's also pretty easy early for Drana without having to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So he can get the shorelines item, messing up that dash. And it just looks like the combat dash should go off well. VMR is varialist.
Yeah, it's basically this game's equivalent of hell runs in Metroid, where you run
Super
through
Bros
heated
still not
areas.
quite getting that. And it's probably the most stressful trick.
Oh,
You know, other than climbing every vertical room.
yes. Falling down vertical rooms is one of, if not the worst enemy in the game.
Okay, what is the most stressful trick? Okay. Wonder if Super Bros just gonna do this the intended way now, or he's gonna use the easier lock-on point.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get a VMR.
Awesome. Everyone likes a good old VMR. And from this direction, it's not nearly as hard as from the Shozo entrance.
Yeah. Oh no, he's.
Oh, he's gonna go get the item in
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
phase on mining. So, no, this makes sense.
Yep.
No, Link, you want it with all the vertical rooms stacked on top of each other, and if you fall on any of them, you go all the way back to the start.
Now, once he gets to PMT, do you think it will be faster to go back out the way he came and do a VMR, or just go back out the front of mines?
I'd probably go back and do a VMR.
Yeah, seems quicker to me. Although I've never done one myself, so if he's scared, I don't blame him.
Well, that was an interesting decision.
Mhm.
Yeah, if it was possible to blow up those rocks with the TBs, then it would be possible to do this with a lot less energy tanks.
Yeah. I think everyone's tried that before at least once. It was like, dang it. Mm.
Come on, Death by Door transition. Nah.
Isn't it harder to do that in this game? I know you could do it in Echo easily.
No, it's not that hard to do it. It's
Okay.
just a bit awkward.
Yeah. I know it's
Because
hard for
enemy
me to do
boxes
while,
don't always like moving around.
yeah, it's hard for me to do while rolling in this game. Whereas in Echoes, I could roll easily through a door. Nice jump. Yeah, he's going the quicker way. Props to him. Oh! It's like he messed up his R jump there.
It happens.
He locked his momentum in the wrong spot and fell down. So let's see. Super Bros has 4 artifacts, right? Looks like one is missing on the tracker. And it looks like Phazon suit's missing.
Yeah. Let me go check that. It's been clicked on the tracker. Okay. The tracker just fell a bit behind.
Okay.
Can't blame him. Nothing had happened for a while. So Rose choosing to just climb PPC the vanilla way.
Yeah, he attempt that the last time? And I can't remember if
He did it the last time too.
Huh.
He did the other climb, not the vanilla climb. But he stopped at this point and did it the rest of it vanilla.
Okay.
He might not have known that you can go all the way to the top. Not everyone does.
Maybe he just didn't want to get yeeted by that turret.
Yeah, because I did get yeeted by that turret a while back. Or not a while back on my race on Friday.
Yeah, that happened to me the first time I managed to get that climb.
Nah, that's unfortunate. Must have been a bit frustrating.
Well, no, not really. I mean, it was mainly the climb itself that was the hardest. And I just like killed the turret on my way back up there.
And it's not, and the climb isn't all that bad. Actually,
Yeah,
spots you can actually land on.
yeah. I'm just still in the stage where I haven't quite gotten the feel for it yet, so I'm not sure like how far to back up as I jump and where to land.
Yeah,
Still getting the hang of it.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So it looks like Super Bros is headed back to let me see. Somebody wrote where the other artifacts were. Well, in any case, back towards his and looks like we're gonna see a VMR pretty soon. Fiery shores and shoreline. Thank you. So yeah, he's probably gonna pick up his fiery shores and then swing by shorelines, and then he'll be done. And he's turning around. Not sure why. He's got enough health to get over there. He may not be confident in it, which is understandable. Although it's going to be a pretty long backtrack around to Far Chozo, or Great Tree Hall, I mean, if he's going there. Or no, maybe he's going... Maybe he's going to fight Thardus and hopefully find Various somewhere there and make his way back to Shorelines that way. Yeah, it looks like he's that. Can't really blame him. The hottest shoreline in Talon and the... not sure I get that. How is it also the coldest? Oh, no, 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 I misread that. You were talking about shorelines. My bad. And let's see what's up in Quarantine Monitor. Wave Buster. Okay. Not too useful. I mean, it helps with the Exo fight, I guess, but it's really expensive with missiles, so I don't expect to see him use that. And using the thermal method for Thardus, which I hear can be faster than using laying bombs in his path, because it makes him roll in a way that you can see his weak spot from whichever side you're facing. And laying bombs in his path can make him roll defensively, which will put his weak spot behind the rocks. Although sometimes you can still see them that way. But he's also using power bombs to bomb, I think, the first two rocks, the rock before his first tantrum, and then the final rock after his last tantrum, which speed up the fight significantly. Now his weak spot's on the other side. Nevertheless, he has plasma. He can easily snipe the weak spots and kill them off pretty fast. Not sure I would use bombs trying to lay power bombs in his path, because it's not quite as reliable to do full damage on the rocks. But between phases are the best times to do that. And And he could easily snipe him with a charge shot here. And now he's going to lay his final power bomb. Only one left, but might be worth it. I mean, he doesn't have any new power bomb walls to open up. So might as well use it. And Thardus is dead. And I'm betting he's gonna get a well-earned missile for his trouble. If Miguel's still in the race, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just a missile at Thardus. Yeah, still no sign of Miguel in the SR. By the way, I'm guessing he just gave up and decided to forfeit. I haven't seen him say anything in Discord either, so not sure what's going on with that. But the mods say they're gonna leave it up to Super Bros whether they want to reschedule or not. So it's possible we may see them reschedule and do another match. But if not, then that would be an automatic win for Super Bros. Now he's heading back to Shorelines to get his second to last artifact. I'm sure he's going to hit Fiery Shores on his way back to Talon. And still no Varia, so this might be the long-awaited Varialist seed some of us have been waiting for. Hey, welcome back, Caesar. All right.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, looks like Super Bros is at 5 artifacts now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing he's taking a safety save before he does a VMR to get his last artifact, and then head to Ridley. And here we go. Yeah, he's definitely got more than enough health to survive this. Barely. The damage rate seems to be pretty slow. And I think he may have confused Fiery Shores with the item underneath Warrior Shrine, which I think also counts as Fiery Shores. So technically there's 2 items there in that room. Uh-oh, did Super Bros crash? No, he just reset. Okay. So he might be thinking he needs to check underneath Warrior Shrine. He knows it's somewhere around there. picking his signature fusion suit again. So let's see. Will he reattempt it? Yeah, looks like he will. Yeah, would have been tough to get it at that point with, all the turrets shooting at him and possibility of falling into lava. Although overall, I'd say it's plenty of health to get that item. Miguel's tracker had changed. Give him your yes. Let's give him all our energy.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently he's not checking. Wait, did he? Did he check underneath Warrior Shrine? Oh, okay, no. Must really want that power bomb. Not sure I would have gone for that unless he's out of power bombs. Okay, he was just out of power bombs. Now he has one. So that makes sense. And trying to farm for power bombs doing a VMR can be unreliable. So I'm guessing he's going back to safety save again, which is a smart choice. All right, that was a close call. Oh, you gotta have faith, Diggle. Believe in him. He can do it. All right. Take 3. Or 2, depending on how you look at it. Morga, you wanted a death. How could you? That's mean. I'm not gonna lie, I'd have laughed. I'd have laughed if he died. With him, not at him. It's a it's funny because it's relatable. The will to survive. Okay, Ginger, maybe. You got me. Oh, still not going for... Oh, maybe he just forgot. Yeah, I'm hoping he just brain fucked. Forgot to go there. It looks like he's going back there now. And looks like he can still survive. Okay. And getting his ice spreader along the way. Very, very good. Almost. One can make it. And he makes it.
Oh, he made it.
Okay. Cool off those lava burns with some liquid nitrogen. Oh, what is that question mark about? Huh. Been an accident. I don't know.
All right, and in just a minute, we should be able to see our final bosses.
Variolous.
Yep, man, so close to the one of the few 100% tracker seeds.
Yeah.
So close, but so far. Huh? What's with the question marks?
Super Bros put up a question mark in his stream for a hot second.
Ah,
I'm not sure what to make of that. Might be confused about me. Yeah, that's possible. Although knowing Miguel, I'm sure he's assumed that he's probably had tech issues. So now we have Ridley. Basically, fire a bunch of charged plasma shots during his air phase, and when he lands, you boost into his foot, or technically his chest. I think his hitbox is just big, and it does 5,000 damage per frame, which puts you
50,000 damage
50,
per frame.
50, excuse me, which puts you into his final ground phase and speeds up the fight. Knocks him down to less than a quarter of his health. And he got it. So hopefully in this final stage, Ridley will behave and not dash too much. Okay, this is the snipe. Not too bad so far. Oh. That was really nice. Just one dash. Huh. He found the scan point that I've never been able to find when I've tried that. Kind of confused. Yeah, I've just been looking in the wrong place. And now we make our way through Phase Encore. Let's see if Super Bros does the slope jump climb, and he is. Hopefully he won't get bullied too hard by these Fission Metroids. And he makes it. Hopefully he won't get knocked down. Oh no, he fell!
Really unfortunate.
Now the hard part begins. He's already gotten the Metroid's attention, so might have a bit of a hard time getting back up that way. Oh. Although, once they latch onto you, I mean, you can still move around. You just won't be able to see where you're going. So if you know the terrain well enough, you can probably still make it up there with one of them latched onto you. Oh!
Almost got knocked down again.
Yeah. Might as well just wait. Or just let them fly into the powerbomb radius. Oh, and that one just waited until after. It's like, I'm not falling for that one. All right. So let's see if he uses flamethrower on the power phase. Gives us all our...
Alright, so EXO, it has 4 phases called subchambers. The first subchamber, you have to use wave beam and power beam on EXO, depending on the color that it is. For the second subchamber, it's power, wave, and ice. For the third subchamber, it's all 4 beams. And for the fourth subchamber, it's all 4 beams, but EXO can speed up to twice its normal speed, change what beam it's vulnerable to at any point, and charge at any point without you having to do enough damage to knock it into a next beam forcibly.
Yeah, very chaotic. And now he's getting ice beam. He can easily shoot ice spreader at him if he's not good with his aiming his charge shots. Although it is faster if you manage to hit all your charge shots. Looks like he skipped a phase there. Very nice. And this grapple attack, you can either just let him pull you in and shooting kind of helps with your aim, or you can boost out of it. Which is really good. Ah, there it is. Got a bit interrupted. At least he did it. Yeah, I'll accept that too. It's good enough. Didn't waste too many missiles doing it either. now we're on to sub-chamber 3, 4 actually. This one could get a little bit trolling. Nice turnaround shot.
Just finishing it.
All right. See if he gives us the essence music. Charge beam glitch? I don't know. I glanced down at my phone for a second, so I didn't see it. And he is giving us the music. So basically, what he's doing right now is standing very still to let Essence do its scripted number of attacks, and also to stay away from Exo's corpse, so it can lay a pool as soon as possible. And what he's going to be doing now is attack cancels, where you shoot like segmented shots at Essence to cancel whatever attacks it's going to do to make it lay a pool as fast as possible. And you can also get some extra damage than you normally would just standing and holding the shoot button. And he's probably going to do that for the first 2 pools, and then on the 3rd pool he's probably going to step in and out of the pool, which are called pool cancels, to get.
Though unfortunately he has gotten a pool skip, which happens if Essence would lay a new pool but is too close to the discarded exoskeleton.
Yeah. Essence being a little uncooperative. He might be standing too close to the corpse. Actually, looks like he is.
He does not know. Oh, another
Oh,
pull
yeah,
skip.
I think he's standing too close to the corpse.
Yeah, if you get a pull skip, the best thing to do is to stand on the pretty far away on the opposite side of the room. And he is still standing way too close to the exoskeleton.
Seems to be getting a little frustrated as to why he's not laying a pool. Looks like he moved a little further away though. Hopefully he'll lay one soon. now he's doing pool cancel, stepping in and out of the pool to go usage of it, while also canceling essences, attacks. And he gets another pull. That's how that's supposed to work. Oh, having a bit of trouble with those pool cancels. It can be a little hard to gauge where the pool is sometimes. But he's getting it. Well, till now. One more pull. Should definitely win this fight. Cancels can be difficult if you can't quite see where you're stepping in and out of the pool, and you could end up either wasting too much phase on or just not making it into the pool in time, before it goes away.
And Super Bros has finished.
With an official SRL time of 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 12 seconds. GG's to Super Bros. And we should get him in for an... Hey.
Hey.
What a seed.
Yeah. What are your overall thoughts on it?
The beginning was super, it was super. I think the first item was, it was a knee tank. So that I had to go through a Hive Mecha to get Morph Ball, which I thought was going to get missiles. And the logic told me to go back to the landing site. I thought I was going to find missiles there, but I got bombs. And so I had to go all the way back again to get missiles.
Classic.
And
talent.
And near the end, the run of Magmore without Varia, oh my god.
Yeah.
I just gave up. I just gave up looking for Varia, and I just went on ahead anyway.
Yeah, I was hoping you would do that, so I'm glad you did. And trying to get that, I was a little confused when you were trying to get that power bomb, but I didn't realize you were just out of bombs, and
I didn't want to chance it.
yeah, and it was really smart to go back and safety save before attempting that again.
So chat wants us to ask you about the question mark that flashed for a while.
I'm like, where's Varia's suit?
Yeah.
So what was the item in Vent Shaft? Let's got a good look at it.
It was a missile.
Okay.
It was a missile? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
By the way, Miguel crashed probably about halfway into the run, and he never
Not
came
halfway. He crashed like 5 times, and then his power went out.
Yeah, that's right.
He did. Ouch.
Yeah, he never made it back into the race, so the mods say they're going to leave it up to you to decide whether you want to reschedule with him or not, or just take the win. So just letting you know that.
Might schedule. Because, I don't know, I feel like this wasn't a race. I mean, I feel bad for Miguel. That's why I want to do another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been having a lot of tech issues lately, so...
Yeah.
So I want to do this.
Yeah, so...
Well, I'm sure he'll be glad to hear that.
Yeah. And you have until, I think, Saturday. Yeah, I think you have like another week.
What was Varia? Fendrana Canyon.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Why? Although I don't know. Okay. So we couldn't go through Magmore logically. So we had to go through Frigate through mines, through Vendrana, just so I can get my Varia.
Yeah. That would have been your go mode item, logically.
Yeah, but I just, and I was like right by it too, so I just gave up. Like looking for, I just went on ahead.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I don't that many energy tanks. VMR run isn't too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
with
the minimum requirement is 3 for that first section of Magmore.
thank God I grabbed those E-tanks.
Yeah, sure.
How do you like the flamethrower on a Mega Pirate?
Oh yeah, the validation chamber. No, validation quarters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you ready? Are you ready to validate your run? Just grab flamethrower by killing. I thought I was gonna find Phazon there, but apparently not. Like a vanilla Phazon.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because I predicted that you'd have flame. My prediction wasn't perfect because I also predicted that it would be that Phazon suit would be in PCA.
Yeah, I also thought too, but then nope. After that, Phazon was a bust. Well, besides the artifact that I still need to get.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rude to have to backtrack there just
Yes.
for that.
Go. And thank God I went laps backwards because oh man. if because like that would also mean I have to fight Thardus and then go laps the other way. If I was gonna, that was my original plan, but then like nah, I don't want to fight Thardus, so I just went laps backwards. But I ended up fighting Thardus anyway, so
Yeah, it worked out.
yeah.
So, like, what was your least favorite part of the sea? What was the biggest troll, in your opinion?
Going through all of mines, I found nothing,
Yeah, that's...
and having to go through Variolous Magmore, like 3 trips, because I reset it once, and then I had to grab the PB and then come back to Madron to save, and then come back to get the artifact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did
That
pretty
was
good with
annoying.
that, though. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be fast. Thank God I had like 2 suits for like bit of damage reduction.
Yeah, that was pretty well done, regardless.
Thank you.
Well, Diggle, there was one artifact behind, but yeah, other than that, it was
Yeah,
pretty
Phase
much
on
just a
mining
connecting
tunnel. Phazon mining tunnel. That was bad content.
Oh, actually, no, there were 2. There was also one in Elite Control.
Elite control access. There.
Elite Control Access, yeah. So there were 2 artifacts there.
Yeah. I like to see, but at the same time I don't. Because a majority of my major upgrades I found were in Chozo. And then I thought I was gonna get like sub-hour on this, and then nope, that turned out to be an hour-long adventure looking for Phazon Varia.
Yeah.
That was disappointing.
Yeah, so, you have any closing thoughts before we wrap it up?
Grab all the tanks you can.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
Because you never know when, at some point in this run, you might do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Very interesting seed indeed. Well, that about wraps it up for us today. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to follow our runners, superbros187 and MrMiguel, as well as our tracker, Ginger Dragon,
Shit.
and my co-commentator, Mighty Caesar 37.
Thank you for commentating.
No problem. No problem. And we have more matches coming up tomorrow. Let me check the resources real quick. Schedule for upcoming races. We have one tomorrow between Bash Prime and Pan at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Then on Wednesday, we have Weakest Link versus Migs at 7 p.m. Eastern. And
Both
on
of those should be good
Thursday,
races.
yeah. And on Thursday, we have Caliber versus Spaghetti Toastbook at 7 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to tune into those. And yeah, that'll be it. I've been Op82,
And I've been Mighty Caesar.
and thank you all for watching. See you next mission.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.